Hey everyone, I just wanted to tell you some tips that I've learned for studying the Word while on a busy schedule. So, this is this is my routine. This is what I like to do, and I just thought maybe somebody out there who might be really busy and thinking, "Oh, I don't have time to do this. I don't have time to sit down and watch a sermon. I don't have time. Like I would love to, listen to Pastor JD's prophecy updates, but I just don't have time." Or who knows what you're going through. But this is what I do. Sorry, my daughter's in the background. Okay, can you please put this back, please? Again, busy schedule. Usually I do these videos when she's not around, but here you go. Okay, so what I do is sometimes I go on long drives for work, and what I do is I take my favorite sermons. So Pastor Jack, I love Pastor Jack so much. So this is what I do. I go over to YouTube. I choose the video that I want, and then I copy it, and then I go over to YouTube Downloader, and I paste it, and in here you can click automatically convert to, and then I put it to an audio file. Now you might not be able to automatically convert it because you maybe don't have YouTube Downloader Pro, so you can just convert it afterwards. Okay, someone's at the door. I'm gonna have to complete this in a minute. Okay, so after you have done that, you can see what your video is doing in the activity. Once it gets to 100%, you can take a CD, a blank CD, and put it into your computer, and you can use the option MP3 CD, and you can get many sermons. I have 8 Pastor Jack sermons, and I think they're all 1 hour long. I have 8 Pastor Jack sermons on one MP3 CD, so it's 8 hours. So when I go on these drives, it is fantastic. I just press play and I can listen to sermon after sermon after sermon. It's fantastic. Now, another thing that I do is I listen to Bible.is, the app. I listen to English Standard Version, dramatized. It is really easy to listen to. It really absorbs when you're listening to the Bible. I could be doing the dishes, I could be folding the laundry, I could be sweeping, whatever. I could be even on a drive and listening to this app. This app does need for you to have the internet. But another thing you can do is you can go again on YouTube and find the book that you're looking for, like Romans or whatever it is you're looking for, Acts, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Revelation, whatever. And you can download and then convert it to MP3 as well. Put it on the MP3 CD, put it in your car, if your car accepts MP3 CDs. If not, you can just have 1 or 2 sermons at a time. Or I think the book would probably fit on one CD, like just if it's just one book. But you could probably get, I'm guessing you might get almost the whole New Testament on one MP3 CD. And it is really helpful. I've listened to the New Testament, I think 2 or 3 times now since I got this app. And I haven't really listened to the Old Testament. I think I prefer reading the Old Testament. I don't know why. But when it comes to listening, I really, really enjoy the New Testament because there's so much grace and there's so much. And the thing is, if you're not reading your Bible, or in this case, listening to your Bible, you are not putting on the armor of God. You can't fully understand His plan if you're not actually reading His Word. And just delve deep into this. It really gives you a really deep appreciation for God when you're in His Word daily. Another thing I do is I listen to gospel music. My favorite is, I like Lecrae. I really love Lecrae because even before I became very passionate, like I've always loved Jesus, but when I really became close to the Lord, I love that kind of sound, that kind of rap, hip hop sound. So Lecrae, I love it. His messages are fantastic. They're all grace. Mercy Me is amazing. There's CD Welcome to the New from start to finish is fantastic. Anybody who's struggling with am I saved? I'm saved, not saved. That's a really good CD to listen to, because it's basically talking about how what I once believed, but now I can see the truth. It is a really, really, really good CD. Newsboys is incredible, really, really good. I love Rapture music. It's very uplifting. Chris Tomlin Home. Um, Again, Chris Tomlin or Kristen Stanfield I think that's how you say his name. Even So Come. Then there's Newsboys, The King Is Coming. There's so many different ways that you can worship. So yeah, that's how I stay close to God even on a busy schedule. No matter what I do, I can always find time, because there's so much that you can do while listening. And seriously, chores are so much easier, so much more fun when you're listening to the word or when you're listening to a sermon. That's another thing I do that I forgot to mention. Sometimes I put on YouTube Prophecy Watchers, Jack Hibbs, JD Frag, Amir. There's all kinds. Lamb and Lion Ministries, love them. Um, when they have new videos, I can just press play. Pre-tribulation Chad, or no, he changed his name to Watchman on the Wall 88. You guys know him, Bro Chad. Just press play, put it in my pocket as I'm doing the dishes, as I'm cleaning. You can really appreciate the words as you're doing something with your hands. It's not boring. It makes the chores easier. I love it. I really love it. So those are just some tips that I use to stay close to God on a busy schedule, and I absolutely love it. And I hope these tips helped you. God bless you, brothers and sisters.